Hello, class. Hope you are doing fine today, wherever you are right now. In this crisis facing natural disaster, all of us are victims and affected. Floods and landslides are everywhere, which hinder us to be on school. But let us stay positive at all times. Through this virtual discussion, we can ensure that we can still learn from our home. But before that, let me introduce myself. Facing on your screen is a student from Bachelor of Science in Entrepreneurship Section 2I. Hi, my name is Jomer Castilla and I am giving you a brief idea on the discussion that we need to discuss in this lesson. Volleyball is not quite new to us. We've seen it people play to compete in virtual and in reality. We can play it with our friends and it was really an amazing sport. The most beneficial part of me of playing volleyball, it really boosts my mental and physical aspect as it requires me to move all of my body. It's a matter of physical, technical, and mental skills. Along with our discussions, here are the following topics to be discussed. Learning objectives, the history of volleyball, facts about the game volleyball, the volleyball equipment, volleyball court terminology, the volleyball court positions and rotations, serving rules, basic volleyball rules, gameplay rules, basic volleyball skills, and a volleyball terminology.
In 1895, volleyball was invented by William G. Morgan, a physical education instructor from Massachusetts. Morgan wanted to create a game that combined the elements of tennis, basketball, baseball, and handball with the less physical contact. Volleyball was originally called Mantonet. It was designed for recreational purpose, so dali rakayon ni sikat ang volleyball in 1947. The International Volleyball Federation was founded as a global governing body for the sports.
Good day, I am Ana Rose Galvan Rioja, one of the presenter of this report. By the way, thank you for your report, Janward Badile. Yes, William G. Morgan is an instructor of Men's Christian Association or YMCA in the year of 1895. And also, volleyball originally called Mentonet. In 1964, volleyball became a full medal sport in the Olympic Games in Tokyo, Japan. In 1966, two-person beach volleyball was added to the Olympic Games. And today, there are millions of players worldwide who played volleyball.
Volleyball, in its original form, was called Mentonet. In 1964, volleyball became a full medal sport in the Olympic Games in Tokyo, Japan.
In 1996, two-person beach volleyball was added to the Olympic Games. Actually, beach volleyball was added to the Olympic Games in 1996. Featuring two-person teams, it quickly gained popularity for its dynamic and entertaining nature. Today, there are more than 800 million worldwide who play volleyball. Volleyball is indeed a widely played sport with 800 million participants worldwide. Its popularity spans across various levels from casual play to competitive.
The next volleyball equipment is volleyball ball. A volleyball ball is used to play volleyball, a team sport in which two teams of 6 players are separated by a net.
The standard and net. The standard dimension for a volleyball court are 18 meters long and 9 meters wide. The height varies for men's and women's play. In men's volleyball, the net is typically set at 2.43 meters, 7 feet, 11 and 5 and 8 inches high. In women's volleyball, the height is usually set at 2.24 meters, 7 feet, 4 and 1/4 inches high. Maong taas og maong taas og net ang lalaki kaysa sa babae kay tungod kabalo naman jud ta og nganong taas og net ang lalaki kaysa sa babae kay ang lalaki man jud kusog ang ilang ambak mas taas ilang ambak kaysa sa babae maong mas buog net ang babae. Net in volleyball. The volleyball net is made of mesh and measure 1 meter 3 and feet 3 and feet 3 and feet 3 and 8 inches in weight. It is suspended by a cord or metal cable from two vertical poles, one on each side of the court. Antennas, typically flexible rod, are attached to the net outer edge to extend vertically above the net, helping referees judge the ball in and out status during play.
Volleyball court terminology. Baseline. Line on the end of the court. This is the baseline. Na siya'y 9 meters kataas. And the sideline, line on the side of the court. This is the sideline, 18 meters. And the 10-foot attack line for back row players is have 3 meters from the center line.
Ang center line under the net that divides the court into sides. Ang center line kani mo. Center line kani diri Ay, kani among. Kani ang center line. Then ang area nga pwede matamaan ng bola sa court kay kanira 9 meters by 9 meters. Then serving marks. 3 common types of serves. Ang una kay underhand serve. Ipatong na nimo sa kamot ya palo. Then ang overhand serve kanana ya palo. Ang jump serve pag ana nimo dala ambak ya palo. Ya ang net ang katason sa net sa panglalaki kay 2.43 meters sa lalaki. Then sa babae, 2.24 meters.
Before we start learning about how volleyball is played, let's first learn about the volleyball court. Knowing the fundamentals of a volleyball court is essential to playing volleyball. The first one is the baseline, or also called the end lines. The baseline or the end lines are located on the ends of the court. They mark the end of the backcourt and indicate the line that players must stand behind while serving. Any ball that lands beyond these lines is considered out of the bounds. It is important to get a feel for where the baseline is so a defender can avoid touching a ball that is traveling out of the bounds. Depending on who you're talking to, you may hear these lines be called either baseline or end lines.
Foot attack line. The attack line, also called the 10-feet line, is a line that is 10 feet away from the net. The player in the back row can only attack the ball above the net if they take off from behind the attack line.
Serving rules. The server has to serve the ball from behind the end line, so it is not possible to serve inside the volleyball. It should be the outside of the volleyball court. The server can serve either underhand or overhand. The server only gets one attempt to try to serve the ball over the net. If you are the server, you cannot try 1 or 2 if incorrect.
If the serving team scores the point, the same player will keep serving until the opponents score a point. And also, a ball hitting the net and going over opponent's side is a legal serve.
A volleyball. It's a fun, exciting sport. Here are some basic rules. First, team composition. Each team consists of 6 players on the court at a time. There are specific positions for players, such as setters, hitters, and defenders. And second, scoring. The game can be played to 15, 25, or 30 points, depending on the level of play. The team must win by a margin of 2 points. For example, if the score is tied at 24-24, the game continues until the team has a 2 points lead. The third is match format. A team needs to win out of 3 games or 3 out of 5 games to win the match.
Before a team serves, all 6 players rotate clockwise one position. Teams are allowed up to 3 hits to successfully return the ball to the opponent's side of the net.
In gameplay rules, players cannot touch or go under the net. These rules is in place to ensure player safety fairly and to maintain the integrity of the game. Players cannot left or throw the ball and cannot use an open hand to hit the ball. These rules are in place to promote fair play, maintain consistency, and ensure that the ball is played in a controlled manner.
I am Xavier, and the next gameplay rule, a ball landing to the line is considered just what we call line ball, and as long as the ball goes to the line, that's it. And next, a back row player cannot attack at the net. For example, the back row player spike at the first line, it's legal. The back row player only can attack at the second line. And that's all for the gameplay rule. Thank you.
Serve, both underhand and overhand. Bump, receiving serve and passing to the setter. Set, receiving the pass and setting the ball for the hitters, spiking. Dig, usually back row players that successfully keep a spike ball in play. Spike, forcefully hit the ball downward at the opponent, kill.
Volleyball terminology continuation has 5 parts. First is roulette. When the team receiving, the serve moves one position clockwise. This ensures that each player get a chance to serve and play in different position on the court. Second is serve, the skill used to put the ball into play. A player stand behind the end line and hit the ball over the net to the other team court to start the relay. Third is set, the skill used to receive a pass and set the ball close to the net for the hitters. The setter uses their fingertips to redirect the ball to a specific location near the net, setting up their teammates for an attack. Fourth is spike, a skill where a player forcefully hit the ball downward into the opponent court. The hitter jumps near the net and uses a powerful hit to score a point by making it difficult for the opposing team to defend. Fifth is volley, when both teams continually hit the ball back and forth over the net. It's a sequence of continuous play with players pass, set, and attack to keep the ball in play and score points.
Good evening everyone, especially to you ma'am. I'm Jester Training Bastaman. My topic is all about sportsmanship. So, what is sportsmanship? Sportsmanship is a professional sport that generates billions of dollars, and as a professional athletes, at become the cultural icons and also a famous personalities. Then, a sportsmanship is a play vital rules and sport any contest at any level and age. Then, there are a definitions of sportsmanship was conduct and behavior of contests within the competitions. So, thus, there is a good sportsmanship and bad sportsmanship. It depends on whether or not the behavior is fair and also respectful. Why sportsmanship is important? So for me, sportsmanship is very important also to understand the commitment. So we need to understand the commitment to be a fair play or fair player. There are ethical behavior and integrity. And general is be a goodwill toward an opponent. It is affirmations that an athlete is disciplined enough. So we need, as an athlete, we need to be disciplined ourselves as a player and be perspective and to maintain poise and what is best for his teammate.